Okay, Hadi. Now, what can you see in this screen?
Welcome to all. I don't know how to say this word. World. Let's
Well,
go.
welcome to Oxfam world. And then here we have the Let's Go button. And when we click on this button, can you see that what's happening?
Yep.
What's happening? I will start it again. Then I will click on green flag. This backdrop will switch to this. And when we click on this, let's go. This dot, so let's go. And he is just like turning and going to another backdrop. Okay. Are you excited to work on this?
Yep.
Okay, I'm just resharing my screen a bit. Okay, okay. So this we will be dividing this class to the two classes, okay, because the work is actually a big, okay, so we will be doing it in two parts. The first part we will be doing today, and the other part we will be completing on the other class, okay? Okay, Hadith, can you tell me that, can you guide me that what should we do to create that first page?
What?
Can you tell me that I want to draw that page where it was written that welcome to Oxfam World and there was a button, let's go. So how can we do that?
We can grab a costume. We can go get a sprite and then get
Yes.
a letter.
Okay. Okay. We can say that. Okay. Do we need this?
Or we could draw one ourselves.
Okay. Do we need the cats right here?
That's right.
We don't need this. So okay, we will be deleting this. Then first of all, what we have to do that we have to add the backdrop. We will go on the backdrop and we will choose backdrop. Okay. Then what we have to do that we have to design this backdrop. We have to design this background. Okay, Hadith, can you tell me that if I want to write welcome to Oxfam World on this backdrop, where should we go?
We should go to get a sprite.
No, I want to write on this backdrop. I don't want to use the letters sprites. Then what should we do?
We will. We have selected this backdrop. Go to backdrops.
Then well done. Then what should we do?
Then we should write what we want to.
Okay,
Uh,
okay. Can you tell me that from where we can go on that option where we can design our backdrop?
Go to backdrops.
Okay, well done. We will click on this backdrop and then do we need this first backdrop here or not?
No.
Okay, so we will delete this. Okay. Now we have this backdrop. Can you tell me, Hadi, that
That what?
can you tell me that where from where should we which tool can we use to write the text?
We could use a paintbrush, but if we want to write welcome, we will go to the line. So
No,
we can write straightly.
no. we will use this text button here. Can you see this
Uh,
text tool? We will click
yeah.
on this text tool, and then we will select the color of our text. Okay, if we want the black color, we will choose this black, and where we have to write, we will click on that position, and here we have to write welcome to Oxfam world. Okay,
Mm,
now if you want to change the position of this text, you can just use the selection tool to
mm,
move
oh,
this a little bit, and you can increase the size of the text. Okay, from here you can increase the size of the text. Okay, now backdrop designing of the backdrop is completed. Now we will jump back on the code. Now, Habib, can you tell me that should we do now?
like, what do you mean? What should we do now? I don't know.
I want that here we I want here to have a button in which there is written "Let's go." Then what should we do?
I think we should go to site. I don't know.
Well done. We have to go to the sprites. We will go on the sprites section, and from here we will use this button. Okay,
Hmm?
we will use this button sprite,
I
and
never saw that button.
okay, we will go on the sprite section, and from here we can use this button or this button which you like. Okay, okay, Hadid.
Later we can use it. But
Yes. Okay. Now, Hadid, if you want to write on this sprite, then you can click on this sprite and go on the costumes, and from here you can use
we could
this.
just we can do the same as the backdrop.
Yes. First what we done that we added the backdrops. Now what we have to do that we have to edit our sprite. Okay. Now we will use this text tool. Okay, and then we will be we will click on this, and then we will write here. Let's go. Okay, we will write here. Let's go. Okay, Hadid. And now from the selection tool, we will select this text and we will center it. Okay. And now if you want to increase the size of this button, you can just increase it from here, or you can increase it from this size button. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, Habib. Okay, Habib. Do you have any confusion in here? Habib, do you have any confusion? Or do you have any question? Habib, I can't hear you. Okay. Now what we have to do that we have to choose. Okay, Hadid, now we want that. Okay. Okay, Hadid.
Hmm.
अब हम ये चाहते हैं कि जब हम इस लेट्स गो के बटन पे क्लिक करें तो वो दूसरे बैकड्रॉप पे चले जाए। तो क्या आपको पता है या आप मुझे बता सकते हो, हेल्प कर सकते हो मेरी कि हम इस
If we want to change our backdrop, we can just go here. Like
what can we
this.
use?
Hmm?
Hadid, if I want that when I click on this let's go button, the backdrop changes, then what should we do?
We should do coding. We should do code that
Okay,
we change backdrop.
okay. Do you have any
Let's
idea?
right click,
Well
change
done.
backdrop.
Well done. First of all, we have to go on the backdrop section and we have to add a backdrop from here. We have to choose the raise backdrop. Okay. And then now the problem we have that the backdrop is switched to the raise. But I want that when I click on the green flag, the backdrop switches on the first one. Then what how can we code that?
Yeah, maybe if we go on, we should go to button 2 and go to costumes.
No. I want that when okay, Hadid. I want that when I click on this green flag, the backdrop should go to the first backdrop. Then simply,
Then,
that what should we do? That we will code on the backdrops. Okay, we will click on this stage from here, and then if I want our code to start from the green flag, then we have to use the events when green flag click. Okay.
and then we can go to looks and switch to raise.
Yes, well done. We have to do that.
Or
Okay,
we
so
could switch to light.
yes, we have to switch to the light. Okay, so Garv is here. Good evening, Garv.
So can you repeat so what you have just done? So
Okay, Garv, I'm just repeating that what are we going to do today? Okay. Uh, Now we want that when we click on this green flag, the backdrop should switch to this this backdrop. Okay, welcome to Oxfam World backdrop. Then what we have to do that we have to click on this backdrop from here and we have to code. We have to took the event when green flag click. Okay, then we have to go to the looks and we have to choose switch backdrop to and we have to change it to light. Okay, this means when we will be clicking on this green flag, the backdrop will switch to light. Okay, we have to do this code in the backdrops. Okay, now when we will click on this green flag, the backdrop will automatically be switched on light backdrop. Okay. Okay, Hadi, do you have any confusion till yet?
Nope.
Okay. Now what we have to do that I want that when I click on this let's go button, the backdrop should change to the raise one. Okay, then we have what we have to do that we have to click on we have to do coding in this sprite. We have to go on this button, then we have if we want to you all know that if we want to make a sprite clickable, then we have to use the event when this sprite click. Okay, we will go on the events and we have to choose this when this sprite click, then we will go on the looks and we will use switch backdrop to raise. Okay,
Just
now when
supposed
we
to be
click
like
now when we click on this let's go button, the backdrop will switch on the raise one, and when we click on the green flag the backdrop will switch to the light one. Okay, any confusion till yet?
nope.
Okay, now what we have to do, we have to we have to do that. We have a problem here that when we are clicking on this let's go button, the backdrop is changing, but this button is still showing. We don't want this button to show on this backdrop. So now what we can do? Can anyone tell me?
No,
Okay, no
not
problem. What we have to do, we have to go on this button to code. Then we will go on the events and here we have an event when backdrop switches to. Okay, we will use this when backdrop switches to raise what we want, Hadid. That when the backdrop switches to the race, this what this button should do?
Wait, it should be gone.
Yes, it should be gone. So if we want a button to gone, what should we use? Which block can we use here?
We could use a button to like place it somewhere.
No. What we have to do that we have to simply go on the looks and we have to use the height button. Okay. We have to go. Okay.
Those button.
We have to go on the looks and we have to use the height block. So now what the code we have when backdrop switches to raise height. Okay. Now, Hadid, we it is necessary that that when we will be using that when we use the height button height block, we should also use the show block to show the sprite. Okay.
We could when sprite click show.
No.
We could use show when we put it at light.
Yes, we can do that, or what we can do that we can use when green flag clicked, and we can go on the looks and show. Okay, because when we will be clicking on the green flag, the backdrop will be switching to the raised one or to the light one because we have coded it in the backdrops. Do you remember it?
Mhm.
Okay, now when we will click on the green flag, here the backdrop switches to the light, and when we click on this let's go button, the backdrop is switched to the rays and our button is hidden. Okay, now our button is gone. Okay, Hadid,
Okay.
do you have any confusion or question till here?
Nope.
Okay, now what we want, how which sprite was there when I showed you the project?
There was like a space doggy.
Yeah, there was like a space dog. So now we have to add that sprite from the choose the sprite section, and that dog name is Dot. Okay, so we can search it DOT dot, and here from the here we can find this cute little dog. Okay,
No, I mean I can open this.
okay, Hadid. Now
Mhm.
I want that when when the backdrop switches to the race, this dog should show, and when the backdrop switches to the light, this dog should be hidden. Now what should we code in it?
We should we should do the same with the button when
Okay,
backdrop switches to light, hide.
okay, we can use that when backdrop switches to light, or we can use that when green flag click hide. Okay, it's your own choice that what should you that what are you using. So first of all, we are using that when backdrop switches to raise looks, and then we will show, and then we'll go again on the events, and we will use when green flag play looks and hide it. Okay, now when I click on this green flag, and when I click on this let's go button, the dog is appearing. Okay, do you have any confusion till here?
No, sir.
Okay, well done. Okay, Happy. Now I want that when we that when this dot is shown, uh, it should say that let's go. Then which block should we use?
Um, we should go to the top of looks
Okay,
and and then we should say hello for 2 seconds.
well done. So where should we put this say block?
We should put it when backdrop switches to raise.
Well done. We have to put it underneath when backdrop switches to raise, and here we have to write let's go. Okay. And now when we will click on this green flag and we will click on this let's go, it is saying let's go. Okay. Do you have any confusion till here, or do you have any type of question you can ask?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, what was happening, Hadid, when the after the dot was saying let's go, what was happening?
It was he was shrinking. He was shrinking, and he was also turning at the
Yes,
same time.
he was spinning. Okay,
Mm.
so if we want to turn any sprite, which motion block we use?
Y position. We should use a direction. Direction.
No, yes, we will use turn 15 degrees here. Okay,
Or we
now,
could use the direction.
yes, now if now I want dot to spin and go. Okay, so now when I click on this green flag and we will click on this let's go button, the dot is turning. Okay, the dot is turning very low. Then what control should we use here? Which control should we use here?
I don't know which control.
Should we use the repeat block here or should we use the
Repeat.
well
I
done?
mean forever.
Yes,
Repeat it.
we will use repeat block. Okay. Now we will go on the control and we will use the repeat block and put the turn 15 degrees inside the repeat block. Okay. And what we have to do that we have to change it from turn 15 degrees to turn 90 degrees. Okay. Now when we will click on the green flag and when we click on this thing let's go and it's spinning. Okay. Now, the problem we have, Hadi, that when we click on the green flag again and we click on the let's go, the direction of this dot is not straight.
Mhm.
So which block should we use if I want that when I click on the green flag, the direction of the dot should be again straight.
I I don't know.
Say,
I,
Hadi,
I think XY.
no.
I think so.
We will go on the motion and we will use point in direction 90. Do you remember we have used this block point in direction 90 in the car racing game?
No, I don't remember.
Okay, no problem. We will use the point in direction 90 block so that that when the when the dot is shown, its direction should be 90 degree. Okay, we will use point in direction 90 degree and we will use it here. Okay. Now when you click on the green flag and when you click on the let's go, the direction of the dot is 90 degree and it is now turning. Okay. Okay, Hadi, do you have any problem with here? Hadi,
Sir,
yes.
I have to go to the washroom.
Okay, you can go. Now, Hadi, our our point in direction 90 problem is solved. Now, in the video which in the project which I showed you early, what was happening with the dot when it was turning? It was shrinking.
Yes. Huh?
Okay, so if we want our sprite to shrink it or we want to uh, okay, then what we can do, we will go on the looks section, and can you see the change size block here?
Yep.
We will use change size block under the turn 90 degrees. Okay. Now, Habib, can you tell me that when the dot was spinning, the dot size was increasing or decreasing? The dot size was decreasing. Okay. So if we want to decrease the dots or sprite size, what we have to do that we have to just put minus before the change size by -10. Okay. Now when we
Mm.
click on the green flag and when we click on the let's go button, the dot is gone. The dot is
Mm.
too small. Okay. And now
Mm.
the problem we have that when we click on the green flag again and let's go, the dot size is the same.
We could do
What we have to,
back to we could make him back bigger.
yes, we want to make him back bigger. So if we want to make him back bigger, then what we have to do that we have to use the set size to 100 block. Okay.
Mm.
And where should we put this set size to 100 block? When
We
should
should
we?
we should put it above. Let's go.
Well done. We have to put it above the let's go block. Now, when we click on the green flag and when we click on this let's go, the dot size is again normal and it is spinning and going. Now, Hadid, can you see that the dot, okay, now the dot, we want to place the dot right in the center. Okay. So we will move this dot from here. Okay. And
I
put,
think you're gonna have to increase his length if you want to do that.
no, we can just simply put it right here just by moving it. Okay. Now, when we click on the green flag again and we click on this let's go button, the dot is saying let's go and it's turning and it's going. Now, the problem, Hadid, we have that it is going too fast. If we want
Mm.
that the if we want to slow the speed of its
We
turning,
should
then
go to control
okay,
and then wait 1 second or 2 or 3 seconds.
okay. And where should we put the wait block?
Over change size by 10.
No. Okay, okay, we can do that.
Under.
Oh, we have to put it above the turn 90 degrees. Okay. Now when we click on the green flag and when we click on the let's go button, now it's too slow.
Then we have to put dot.
Yes,
Dot forward.
we can write 0.5 seconds here and then we will try it again and when we click on the let's go button, it's slow. Okay, now we can
Or we could
use,
put like, or we could use 3. We could use 3.
okay, we can use 0.3 seconds as you say. So when we click on the screen flag and let's go, it is slow. It is too slow. We can use 0.1 seconds
Or
and
2.
now we will check
If
it.
it's still too fast, we could use 2.
Yes, now it's good. We have used 0.1 seconds and it's now I think it's good. What do you think, Hadid?
Fine. I
It's
mean, it
fine
is
now?
good. Mm.
Okay. Now, Hadid, our today's class work is completed. We will do the other part on the other class, okay?
Okay.
So I'm stop sharing my screen, and what you have to do that you have